This is John Kennedy with the third edition of the Video Journal. This is a tour of Nanty Glo in 1987, and the main interest in the tour is the fact that it was almost 21 years ago, because it gives us a chance to look at some of the changes in Nanty Glo that have been taking place over the past 2 decades. Of course, we're going into town here from Blacklick Township on 2nd Street. We just now passed the Byzantine Catholic Church, and we're coming down to the first important intersection in town, 2nd at Chestnut. There was still a mobile station, or rather an Exxon station, on the corner at that time, as there had been for many years before, back to when Exxon had been Humble, and even before that when it was Esso. And now we're passing Bob Simmer's Ford, which was still in business under that name, the post office where the Capitol Theater used to be, what is now City Hall, but I don't think was that at the time. What was then a new fire hall, fire department garage. And over the bridge, past Cummins' Hardware, and on up Shoemaker Street now. Didn't get very much of the Liberty Theater there, but this was where Sheets was at that time, and we stopped there for a snack and then took out again to take a ride around town and get pictures of the storefronts, especially on Robert Street. And my son Michael was the videographer at this time, and he was too close in to catch the windows on the storefronts on Roberts the first time, so we went around the block and had another pass at those familiar sites. Now we're going past Costlow, the old Costlow Chevrolet garage, which is on our left here, and has long since been closed, of course. Church of the Nazarene there on the corner, as we turn now down Lloyd Street back to Roberts again. There's the UMW building still standing, not being in use at that time, apparently. Journal building, which had previously been the post office, the pizza place, and Commons Hardware, which is pretty much the same as it has been for many years. Mary Sweigel's, Mary Sweigel's tavern was still there. Now we're going back up Chestnut Street and 2nd Street back towards Blacklick Valley Junior and Senior High School. Though the Reinhardt drugstore had long since, not necessarily long since, but had already moved from the corner of Chestnut and First, the signs for the Rexall drugstore were still there. Now we're going up 2nd Street. Then turning right back up the hill. I forget the name of this street. I don't think I ever knew the name of this street, but it's a street that my very good close friend John Golias lived on when I first met him, approximately 50 years ago. And his sister still lives in the same house. And then at the top of the hill, we come to a little plateau, which 50 years ago was just a makeshift ball field, and is now the site of the junior and senior high school. Seen here. Now we're on Cardiff Road, going back toward Blacklick Township north. My sons were doing some tricks with the camera along here, so I cut some of the footage out. Now we're out of the borough, and on our right is the St. Mary's Cemetery and the Orthodox Cemetery. Now back to Nanty Glo for a ride out Lloyd Street all the way to Pilgrim Hill and out of town. That's a garage that I used to hang out in when I was a teenager. It was still open at that time, but the last few times I've been in town didn't seem to have been open for a long time now. This used to be the main road out of Nanty Glo. Sure does look narrow and not very much like a main thoroughfare. Over to our left is where the rock dump was for the Webster mine, and beyond that the Isley rock dump, and now that's where the shopping center is. Lumanta Dodge there. Then up to the Memorial Corner. A lot of changes in this part of town since 1987. One of which is that what was a Mobil station then is now a BP, but also there are two dollar stores near here. So this is the tour. Let us know what you think, and send us your videos so we can share them here on GloTube. Thanks.